guess what? I received a package. Super excited about it. Because I received this package today that was sent more or less like a month ago. And guess what? It's coffee. Let's open it. Now this is a very special package because it was sent by my friends in Houston from the Coffee Break podcast, Christian and Jose. There's no farmer without a pocket knife, right? Let's open it up. So I'm actually very excited because Christian and Jose were super nice to ask me what type of coffee did I like and if they could send some coffee. And of course, they did. And this is what I have. So it's a coffee he selected, which I was told is pretty good. It's Tenfold in Houston, in the Houston area. I'm not really sure where exactly in Houston area, but it's in this Houston area. So let me show you. This is Tenfold. It's a coffee company in Houston which has specialty coffee. And Christian and Jose were really great, and they sent two of them. So this one is an SL34 variety from El Salvador, which is fully washed. And this one, if you see there, it's a Genji Chala from Ethiopia. Now, I am super excited about both of them. Why? Because this is closer to home, and this is an origin I really love. Let's open it. I already put the water to boil, right? This is how it looks. You guys, has a very nice package actually. The package is pretty cool as well. Nice little valve there, decasifying valve. Can't really smell much yet, but okay. So it does say here, and it has a very nice bean actually. Small, probably very dense bean. It says here it's, let me see, let's try to do their recipe, right? It says 28 ounces of coffee, grams of coffee to 470 ml of water. The water temperature should be at 201 Fahrenheit, which I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, but Google knows. And a medium grind size, and the brew contact should be 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So let's try to do this recipe, although I'm just gonna tweak the amount of grams and everything, because my AeroPress just holds around 210 ml. So let's try to just probably cutting it down almost to a half. Let's see what the ratio is and whatever, and I'll let you know. That means that I will be using, let me see, 11.9 grams of this coffee, 11.9, basically almost 12, to 200 mLs of water. Let's do this. Okay, so let me just open this up again. Super handy for a farmer, always to have and carry their own pocket knife. And believe me, I do not go anywhere without it. And for the best part, great, let's do this. And it's gonna be, again, like I said, 11.9. I checked my math, and yes, it's 11.91. This one, it's not as precise, so I'm just gonna use 11.9 to brew 200 ml. Now guys, if you haven't heard of the Coffee Break podcast, I do encourage you to listen to them. They have a great podcast, and the thing I love the most about this podcast is that it's not by coffee professionals. And why do I love that? Because it's just regular people that consume coffee, talking about coffee and learning as they go about coffee. And I was honored to be on their podcast not so long ago, also like a month ago, more or less, right? So it's a pretty cool podcast where they talk about coffee for beginners, how to brew coffee without being a barista or without being a coffee professional, right? But again, that's why what I love about that podcast, it's super good and it's super real. What better way to taste new coffee? AeroPress, right? Can't go wrong with it. So we're using, again, just so you guys know and remember, we're using the suggested recipe they have on the back of their package, and we're gonna use a 16.78 ratio. So we have 12 grams, right, and we're gonna use 200 ml of water. Water is still boiling, probably gonna be done soon. Coffee smells really great, actually. I mean, I can't explain it any better than just it smells amazing. That's basically it. Amazing. Okay, so we have the water. They said in their instructions it says 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So we're gonna do the brew according to what they suggest, right? So I'm gonna do a bloom, then I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds, 35, 40 seconds. I'm going to fill it up all the way. Then at 2 minutes to 10 minutes, I will flip it over, and I'll start to do the pushing. I'm gonna use 2 filters to bring out more of the brightness, more smoothness of this coffee. This is very silky coffee, so we're gonna try to bring that as much out, right? And we are gonna finish on our brew at what they suggest at 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Well, it does smell very peachy, to be honest. Very, very sweet. So I'm gonna fill it up. Remember, it's basically almost a 17-to-1 ratio. I'm using 12 grams for 200 ml. Fill it up basically all the way up 207. Okay, it's not that bad. But that's a great thing about AeroPress. Can't really go wrong with it. I'm using 2 filters, like I said, right? 2 filters to trying to bring out as much of that silkiness out of it as possible. We have 1:30. Remember, at 2 minutes, I'm gonna flip it over. Again, guys, if you haven't heard the Coffee Break podcast, who are the ones who gave me this coffee, who were kind enough to send me this coffee all the way to Honduras, right? Please follow them. So that's 2 minutes. Let's flip this boy over. And let's start the brew. Well, the brew has already started, right? But let's start the pushing. Should try to push this in the next 15 seconds. Using 2 filters always, there's always a little bit more retention, right? So I gotta push a little bit harder, especially if I wanna get this at 235 through 30. Gonna get it at around 240 more or less, give or take. 236. 240. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it smells really good. So the coffee has been brewed, and I did wait a little bit, so just that it was not burning hot, right? Remember, cuppers do wait around 10 to 12 minutes to start cupping. So guess what? You shouldn't really, in order to appreciate good coffee, it doesn't have to be burning hot. So let's try it. Damn. This is one fine coffee. That's how the real audio says it, right? Damn fine coffee. Very silky, super sweet. Honeysuckle peach right on spot. I can drink this all day. Literally, I can just drink this all day. Thank you again, Jose, Christian, Coffee Break Podcast. Thank you very much for this amazing gift. Cheers.